Transfer window closed. 12 best European deals by African football players. The summer of 2025 will not be remembered as just another transfer window. No, it will be remembered as the year Africa's finest football exports shook the very foundations of Europe. The heartbeat of European football often comes from the motherland itself. Tonight on AfrorizeTV, we take you deep inside the confirmed African transfers that rewrote headlines, shattered records, and reminded the world African football is not a side story, it is the story. 12 players, 12 destinies, stories of grit, hunger, and unstoppable rise. Some are proven warriors, others rising kings, but all of them carry the fire of a continent. This is not just football. This is the African takeover of Europe's transfer window.
The Shockwaves, big-name moves that rocked Europe. From London to Munich, Manchester to Istanbul, the 2025 summer transfer window delivered seismic shocks. And at the heart of the chaos, Africa's finest football warriors rewriting their destinies on the grandest stage. Number 1. Victor Osimhen, Nigeria, from Napoli to Galatasaray. It began as whispers, then disbelief, then pure hysteria. Victor Osimhen, Nigeria's unstoppable talisman, the warrior who lit up Serie A, the man who carried Napoli to Scudetto glory, is now the king of Istanbul. What began as a loan became a record-shattering permanent move. For 75 million euros, Osimhen became the most expensive transfer in Turkish Super League history. Stats that forced the move: 15 goals in 20 games during his Galatasaray loan spell. 31 goals in 2022-23 with Napoli, crowned Serie A top scorer. 2023 African Footballer of the Year. Deal details: 15 million euros guaranteed salary, 1 million loyalty bonus, 5 million image rights. Galatasaray didn't just buy a striker, they bought a legacy, a symbol, a king. And the Turkish Super League will never be the same again. Number 2. Bryan Mbeumo, Cameroon, from Brentford to Manchester United. At Old Trafford, a new Red Devil has been unleashed. Bryan Mbeumo, Cameroonian maestro of the wing, has swapped Brentford's buzzing high for the theatre of dreams. The price? A staggering £71 million. A statement signing, a lifeline for Manchester United. Stats that sealed it: 20 goals and 7 assists in the 2024-25 season. 87% dribble success rate, one of the best in the Premier League. Direct goal involvement every 110 minutes. United were desperate. They needed pace, power, unpredictability. And Mbeumo brings it all. A lightning spark, a fearless runner, a born entertainer. He is not just a signing, he is the torchbearer of United's revival.
Number 3. Mohammed Kudus, Ghana, from West Ham to Tottenham Hotspur. London was split in two. The Hammers mourned, the Spurs roared. For £55 million, Mohammed Kudus, Ghana's jewel, traded claret and blue for lily white. Stats that lit the fuse: 8 goals and 6 assists in 2024-25. 124 successful dribbles, the most in the Premier League. Voted West Ham's Player of the Season, Kudus is not just skill, he's electricity. A magician who can twist defenders into knots and summon goals from nowhere. Tottenham believe he is the man to ignite a new North London fire. And every Ghanaian will be watching.
Number 4. Nicolas Jackson, Senegal. From Stamford Bridge frustrations to Bavarian ambitions, Nicolas Jackson, once criticized, now finds himself under the lights of the Allianz Arena. The deal? A high-profile loan with an obligation to buy. 2024-25 at Chelsea, 13 goals in all competitions, 5 assists. Lightning pace and pressing intensity unmatched in Chelsea's frontline. Bayern Munich saw not flaws, but potential. They saw a striker who thrives on chaos. And in Germany, chaos is often the path to glory. Can Jackson rise under Bayern's pressure? This isn't just a transfer, it's a rebirth.
5. Ryan Ait Nouri, Algeria, Wolves to Manchester City. Pep Guardiola doesn't just sign players, he signs puzzle pieces, the ones that make his masterpiece complete. And in Ryan Aït-Nouri, he found a gem. The Algerian fullback, plucked from Wolves for 55 million euros, is now part of the most dominant football machine on earth. Why City moved? 6 assists and 3 goals in 2024-25. 82% dual win rate, 100 plus recoveries, relentless, tireless, fearless. Now Aït-Nouri will don the sky blue. From Algiers to Manchester, his journey is a story of grit and genius. City sharpened their blade on both flanks, and with Aït-Nouri, they cut deeper than ever. The rising flames, young blood, bold dreams. But the story of Africa's window isn't just about established stars. It's about fresh blood, bold risks, and the dreams of tomorrow being written today. 6. Yoane Wissa, DR Congo, Brentford to Newcastle United. The lights of Tyneside glowed brighter this summer. Yoane Wissa, the Congolese dynamo who tormented Premier League defenses with his relentless pressing and sharp finishing, has been handed a new canvas, Newcastle United. Sold to the Magpies after tearing up Brentford's forward line, the deal wasn't just about adding numbers. It was about injecting Africa's engine into Newcastle's ambitious push for Europe. Wissa's season stats tell the story clearly. 12 Premier League goals, many coming off the bench, making him one of the league's most efficient finishers. 9 goal-oriented actions per 90 minutes, placing him in elite company ahead of more household names. A work rate so high that even Newcastle's fabled second wind bench seems to have met its match. For Eddie Howe, Wissa offers more than goals. He brings energy to the front line, creating space and pressing from the first whistle. For DR Congo, he is another example of the country's unyielding talent pipeline. And for Africa at large, he signals that even the supporting cast can become headline stars, depending on where they land. Wissa didn't join Newcastle to blend in, he joined to explode. And in the electric atmosphere of St. James's Park, the Congolese shredder may carve a legend sharper than anyone imagined.
7. Habib Diarra, Senegal, Strasbourg to Sunderland. The roar of returning Premier League life found a new anthem in Habib Diarra. For newly promoted Sunderland, the sign that Diarra was coming for a club record fee was the music of survival. The name on the back of the shirt soon became the heartbeat of their revival hopes. Diarra is not flashy, but he embodies electricity. He is the Senegalese engine whose stats astonish. 30 appearances, stunning for a 20-year-old, with 5 goals and 7 assists. 85% pass completion rate, combining precision with aggression. 120 recovered balls from midfield across all competitions. Fearless, physical, flawless. Promoted or not, Sunderland wanted control in the middle, hunger, resilience, and creativity. Diarra delivered on all fronts. His first ever Premier League start drew cheers not just for his standard pass completion, but for a sense of organized chaos he brings. The kind that lifts an entire village, not just a team. For Senegal, it's another sign that talent knows no age. For Africa, it's proof that boldness wins windows. And for Sunderland fans, Habib Diarra has become a promise that their return to the top flight comes with ambition, grit, and an African heart.
8. Dango Ouattara, Burkina Faso, Bournemouth to Brentford. When Brentford bid farewell to Bryan Mbeumo, the hive buzzed with uncertainty. Who would fill the void? Who could carry the flame? The answer came swiftly. Dango Ouattara, Burkina Faso's explosive winger and the Bees' new record signing. Ouattara is a study in contrast. raw, youthful energy meets refined athleticism. He arrived from Bournemouth for a hefty fee, yet few questioned the price. His 2024-25 season spoke clearly. 11 goals and 5 assists across the championship, a level of productivity that demanded Premier League attention. Top-tier sprint speeds, over 35 kilometers per hour and 7 successful take-ons per game. An average key pass rate that ranked him among Europe's emerging creators. But Ouattara's story isn't just numbers, it's about reclaiming identity. Brentford did not just re-sign a player, they invited a son home. In him, they saw a chance to reignite their attack with unpredictability, directness, and optimism. For Burkina Faso, Ouattara is another stage for their rising stars. For Premier League defenders, he's a new nightmare. And for Brentford fans, he's the embodiment of a club that always finds its path through ambition, bravery, and above all, belief.
9. Evan Gesand, Ivory Coast, Nice versus Aston Villa. A southpaw attack with Ivorian pride, Evan Gesand gets a sort of signing that whispers next big thing. Full of power, intent, and quiet menace behind that West Midland facade. Villains like Gesand often arrive under the radar. In League One, he lit up Nice with stark efficiency. 12 goals and 4 assists, securing him a reputation as a lethal finisher. 68% dribble success rate, beating defenders with pace and craft. 5 games of 3 shots on target, decisiveness in the final third. Aston Villa, under Unai Emery, picked him up for a fee that hinted they see a diamond, not just the player. For English defenders, he's untested. That's the gamble. For Villa, he's potential, pure, malleable, and rising. Evan Gesand may be Ivorian, but his ambition is worldwide. His arrival reminds everyone that Africa's future isn't waiting on the yesterdays of legends. It's walking through Villa Park today, eyes alive and feet dangerous. Number 10. Noussair Mazraoui, Morocco, Bayern Munich to Manchester United. Old Trafford made headlines again, this time by adding a Moroccan warrior named Noussair Mazraoui. Leaving Bayern, where he'd won titles, to reunite with Erik ten Hag, this fullback brings experience, versatility, and a touch of understated elegance. In the Bundesliga, his impact was quiet but profound. 15 goal involvements across competitions, combining attack with steel. 89% defensive duel success rate, unwavering in one-on-one battles. 7 key passes per 90 minutes, bridging defense and attack with calm precision. But it's Mazraoui's adaptability that shines. He can play right back, midfield pivot, or slot centrally. His football IQ is continental. United needs steel at the back, vision in the midfield. In Mazraoui, they get both. For Morocco, he's another notch of international class. For Old Trafford faithful, he's a reminder that football is a team sport and that keepers, defenders, and creators can all emerge from Africa's proud ranks.
11. Bilal El Khanous, Morocco, from Genk to Leicester City. Leicester's return to the Premier League was marked with a flourish. In Bilal El Khanous, they signed a promising Moroccan playmaker poised to captain the midfield renaissance. The numbers that sold him were youth and craft. 8 goals, 8 assists in 32 games at Genk. Creative, consistent, and complete. 84% passing accuracy, showing composure under pressure. 8 progressive passes per game, stealthily unlocking defenses. Kenya calls them the silent creators. Morocco calls them El Khanous. At King Power, they see a young artist ready to paint their return with attacking serenity. For Africa, he's another midfield star rising not through force but finesse. And for Leicester, he's more than a player. He's a pledge that their second act will be as beautiful as the first.
12. El Hadji Malik Diouf, Senegal, from Slavia Prague to West Ham United. And finally, West Ham's summer found soul in El Hadji Malik Diouf, the Senegalese left-back armed with stamina, tenacity, and promise. From the Czech League to London Stadium, it's a step few spoke of, but one that demands attention. 85% tackle success, proving he is not just involved but decisive. 110 clearances and recoveries, showing he'll run all day and beyond. 7 assists from defensive positions, that rare quality of contributing to attack from deep. For West Ham, Diouf brings defense and dynamism. For Senegal, he's another quality export. And for African football, he's proof that the future thrives in every corridor, not just the limelight.
The African takeover. From legends proving their worth to young firebrands writing new chapters, Africa once again proves it is far more than a feeder to Europe. It is the heartbeat, the rhythm, the future of world football. Africa once again feels the heartbeat of European football. These aren't just transfers. They are dreams in motion. They are statements of pride. Because when Europe needs warriors, artists, and dreamers, it looks to Africa. Nigeria's endless strikers, Morocco's tactical masters, Senegal's production line of defenders and forwards. Africa doesn't just play football. Africa defines it. And as the 2025-26 season begins, one truth is clear. The future of European football wears African colors. This is AfrorizeTV. This is African Stars on the Move. And the story is far from over.